do not need an alarm clock here in Mazunte because the roosters will wake you up bright and early.
Hola everybody, I'm Seth.
And I'm Lauren.
Yep, and we're here today in Mazunte, Mexico. It's a sleepy little town on the Oaxacan coast, and we're here at one of the 3 main beaches. This is Mermejita Beach, and it's by far our favorite beach.
Yeah, this is our absolute favorite beach because you can come out here and live like Robinson Crusoe. It's really undeveloped, raw, untouched, and at any time of the day, you almost have this entire beach to yourself.
Yeah, this place is pristine. It's like the Wild West of beach destinations out here. Like, there's no regulations, no overdevelopment. It's just pristine and beautiful. Basically like beaches probably were 100 years ago.
Mermejita Beach is actually one of the 2 nesting locations in Oaxaca for leatherback sea turtles. If you didn't know, that is one of the largest species of sea turtle, and they come onto this beach to nest.
Some of these places you have to make like a dash for it around some of these rocks while the tide is low before the next wave hits, but you'll end up in coves that are just like little secluded beaches and you have them completely to yourself. This is the most perfect thing you can find at a beach right here. It's like a saltwater bath, guys. You can just literally enjoy the crystal clear water, ocean views, and no one else is out here at all. High cliffs. There's so many little caves and stuff to explore at Mermejita Beach. It's incredible. Holy crap, there's so many bats. Hundreds of bats. Wow, guys, there's so many bats in there. It's crazy. I didn't want to wake them up, but some of them were already awake.
Yeah, we like peeked our head in and they were already flying away, but you can smell them and you can hear them really well.
But if this place is too crowded, I don't know, too many birds for you or something, you can go to an even bigger beach, like 3 to 4 times the size of this beach, right over there behind those rocks. That's even more undeveloped.
Yeah, it's called Playa Ventanilla. This massive beach also has lagoons that are home to a ton of different species, including crocodiles.
Yep, so we're gonna go hang out with them for a while. It's hard to leave Mermejita though. This place is amazing. Social distancing is so easy out here. This beach is just enormous, like it's incomprehensibly huge. Your only company on Ventanilla might just be a coconut. You can name it Wilson if you want to though.
Actually book tours that go through these mangrove swamps, and that is where you're gonna find crocodiles. They do have tours that leave out from here. I think that you don't have to have a reservation to book them. You can just show up and hop on the next available tour. There's literally a crocodile on the beach.
I'd say he's what, about 5 feet at least, maybe 6.
At least 5 feet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get closer. ¿Cuánto para persona?
Ah, por persona es 100 por persona. Sí, cocodrilo, tortugas, iguanas, manglares, aves.
Wow.
Sí.
So we just spoke to a tour guide. The tours that take you out on the mangrove swamps, they're only 100 pesos per person. 100 pesos, that's really good. So yeah, this beach is really cool and it's worth a 10-minute drive out of Mazunte. However, it's definitely not a relaxation beach. It doesn't look like it's one that's great for swimming either based on the current waves, both the waves and the current, but also the crocodiles are kind of a buzzkill for relaxation. And then you got a lot of like vultures, and we've seen like what we believe is a snake path on the beach. It might not be the best place to come relax, but it's an amazing place to come explore and check out the nature. And now we're seeing something else.
It's a goat or something.
A donkey, I believe.
Or like something like that.
Ooh, crocodile's meal if he doesn't watch out.
Oh my God, I don't know. It is, I think it's a donkey. I think you're right. What's he doing?
I don't know. Random donkey tied up over here. There's so many firsts for me today, guys. Like for instance, I have never seen a donkey on a beach. You guys ever seen that? All right, we had to go back to town and get our little donkey friend some more water. He was thirsty.
Yep, and on the way we found some coconuts to put the water in for him.
Yep. And I see his hoof prints in the sand, so I know he hasn't been out here like too long. But still, it's a hot day, so we just thought we'd hook our little friend up with some more water.
Bye, buddy.
All right, hasta luego, amigo. All right, guys, it's been beautiful, and other than the mangrove swamp, meeting the tour guide, we have been the only ones out here on this huge stretch of beach, and I'd say we walked a couple kilometers.
Yeah, not another soul in sight.
You do not need an alarm clock here in Mazunte because the roosters will wake you up bright and early.
This is how we got up this morning.
Yeah,
All the windows open.
Yeah, our apartments open air here in Mazunte. We got this mosquito net over the bed.
All right, so when you go under the reserve sign, it turns into, it was like houses on a dirt road, but now it just turns into complete nature.
Yeah.
And so I think we're about 15 more minutes to go until we get to the point.
This part of the Oaxaca coast is just absolutely gorgeous, guys. Every morning and every evening, people hike up here and watch the sunrise and the sunset. So you have to do it either before daylight or come back after dark, depending on which time of day you do it. Of course, being a beach destination, the bigger crowds come at night because nobody wants to get up early here. How cool is that there are still places where humans come together just to experience the sunrise and sunset together? It's like an event, and it's one of the main attractions here in town. And actually the point was used by the Aztecs way back in the day as sort of like a fort because it had such a great vantage point where they could watch out and like, you know, see what type of people were invading. And local lore is that they also use it to protect treasure which was buried out here. And so it's really considered like a sacred place, not only just because of the sunset and sunrise, but it's sacred for that reason. So a lot of people will come out and like meditate under the sunrise and sunset. What are you getting on?
All right, we just stopped off at El Tiburon, which is a smoothie place here, and I got a smoothie called California, which has mangoes and bananas and all that good stuff. But this place in general has a ton of smoothie shops, like places where you can get like acai bowls, super healthy, and there's a lot of juice bars as well. So if you're looking for that beach detox, you can find it here. This drink was only about 50 pesos, so not bad at all, like just a couple bucks.
Stopped there yesterday, fruity.
Oh yeah, fruity right here. We stopped there yesterday and got a acai bowl, and it was really good. They put like kiwi, strawberries, mango, granola, coconut.
There's actually lots of good food options here. One thing that's funny about Puerto Escondido and here is there's actually lots of Italian food, and it's pretty good. There's also the Greek and Mediterranean food out here. And then of course you have like juice bars, cafes, Mexican food, obviously, and got some Chinese food right here. Chinese cuisine. Lots of good options to eat here. We are walking on what is basically the main little street here in Mazunte. It's called Rinconcito. And it's interesting, it's nice, it's got lots of restaurants, it leads to the beach. It's kind of laid back, very small.
It leads right to the beach, which is Playa Rinconcito. And on the way you have like clothing stores, restaurants, bars,
yeah, it's
things
nice.
like that.
And these streets are really kind of quaint and cool.
We're out here on Playa Rinconcito. It is right in town and it's a beautiful beach. It's kind of small, but the cool part about this beach is that it leads to a trail that goes directly to the Punta Cometa hike that we were on this morning. So that's really cool about it. But other than that, it has a lot of pretty great amenities here. You can rent sombreros or like umbrellas to sit under. You can eat on the beach. There's a ton of restaurants here as well. And then also they do a lot of tours from here. Like you'll see boats leaving out. I guess you can go on like dolphin or whale watching tours. They have like a bioluminescent lagoon that you can book. Accommodation actually really isn't that bad here. It all depends on what you're looking for. Like for example, if you want to stay in like a beach resort that's right on the ocean, you're going to be paying way more. But for us, we stayed in kind of a simple room last night. No AC. It was 446 pesos. And then tonight we booked something different. We're going to stay in Zipolite, and this one is going to be a sea view room. So we get a balcony with an ocean view on Zipolite, and I think that was 1,100 pesos.
We are currently clothes shopping here. In typical fashion for us, we thought we were only going to stay one night coming down from Puerto Escondido. So we only bought one change of clothes, but we liked it so much that we're going to end up staying longer. So we're going to buy a few more changes of clothes, which is, it's a good environment for that because they got lots of nice clothes shops up and down the way. And of course, this is a Pueblo Magico. And between the beautiful ocean views, the laid-back vibes, that amazing hike, some amazing beaches, and also there's a really popular turtle center here where you can come release sea turtles. Of course, we're not going to do that because we already did. It's a great sea turtle conservation up here. Lots of good wildlife. It definitely deserves the Pueblo Magico mark.
Alright, so we are going to head to Zipolite now, and we're gonna get there by flagging down a pasajero, which is basically a pickup truck that runs in between the towns here. It's honestly the most affordable and efficient way to get around here. You literally just flag them down, they pull over, you hop on the back of the truck, and you just hop off whenever you make it to your destination. So we're gonna wait for one and flag it down. Restaurant in San Agustinillo.
Yep. So we're walking around downtown San Agustinillo. It's really a small area, but it does have a lot of restaurants, bars, clothing stores, surf schools. I think the main differences between it and Mazunte is it's a lot more compact. They don't have like the quiet walking streets, but the beaches themselves are more spread out.
Alright guys, so we're in Zipolite, and that pasajero was only 10 pesos per person for us to get from Mazunte to here.
Yeah, and look at all these butterflies. They're everywhere.
Oh, they're on the mud, but also the coconut.
Yeah. So when you come out here to Zipolite, if you are staying in Mazunte or San Agustinillo, just keep in mind that the pasajeros stop running fairly early, sometime around 7 p.m. I think, depending. So you're gonna need cell phone service or a way to call a taxi because there's not always taxis sitting in Zipolite. The town of Zipolite itself is really just a few streets right next to the ocean. You got some restaurants, bars, and a lot of the nightlife actually takes place on the beach itself. But there's two pharmacies in town, at least two pharmacies, and one of them actually offers COVID testing right now, so that's kind of cool.
Hello. What's up, everybody?
What do you think about Zipolite?
I live here.
You like it?
Yes, it's funny. We're rebels because everybody was locked down and here was the party. You know, everybody was like, if you're gonna die, we're gonna die dancing.
So good. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
This is the best one I've had.
Thank you, my friend.
So
Thank you
good.
very much.
Okay, muchas
Hermano.
gracias.
Disfrútalo, hermanito. Buen provecho, hermanos. Claro.
All right, so this falafel, which is extremely good, by the way, every ingredient in here is fresh. He even makes the bread at home before he starts for the day. He starts at 5 p.m. every day, and I think it goes till like 10 p.m. He's out here in Zipolite, and these are delicious. And because we're in the state of Oaxaca that has this so biodiverse and there's a lot of ingredients here, he's able to put everything in here fresh.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
It's all local.
It's all local, it's all fresh, it's so good.
From Maine. Maine? Yeah. You guys like it so far? Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? Nice. So the backstory of Zipolite is supposedly sometime in the 60s when there was like a solar eclipse, a bunch of people gathered out here to watch it because it was a great viewing point. And at that time it was mainly farmland, and they realized just how it was like a little piece of paradise out here. So a lot of them stuck around, and it became like a clothing optional beach, the first in Mexico actually, and still either the only one or one of the only official ones in Mexico, because this is a completely officially nude beach. So over the years, there's been a lot of like corporations and stuff that have tried to make it more developed, but the locals and what people would probably call is like the local hippie scene, the free-spirited people are always fighting that, and they preserve sort of the natural state, so there's not a whole lot of development. Look at these dogs playing. They're having a good time. Every beach is a nude beach for dogs, right?
So basically he had me sip the coconut water out of the top, and then whatever I drank out he replaced with Bacardi.
Yeah, it's good, right? How much was that?
It's good. It was 150 pesos.
Not bad.
So not bad. But hey, fresh coconut on Zipolite. All right, so every once in a while we have to spoil ourselves and get a really nice hotel. Tonight we got a hotel right on Zipolite Playa. And we have beautiful ocean views. It was only 1,100 pesos, I think, so roughly like $55. But we got this big, nice bed. We have a balcony right here, and we can go down, sit on the beach with these hammocks or these lawn chairs. But there is the ocean right behind us, and this balcony is really nice. I love it. Guys, so right behind me, it is so cool because there are people camping right on the beach. So out here it is super easy to get a spot right on the beach to set up your tent, or you can get a hammock as well. And so you can just sleep out here on the beach in a tent or in a hammock, and it feels just very like free and amazing to be able to do something like that.
So there's a lot of speculation online whether or not Mazunte and Zipolite are safe. Like some people act like it's the safest place in the world, like they don't even lock their doors at night. And other people act like it's just this dangerous, dangerous area where all these things are going on. If you look it up online, no one can seem to agree. Personally, we didn't feel unsafe here or threatened at all. The only thing we noticed was that in Mazunte is the only place in Mexico so far where a cab driver actually scammed us. So there was that, but other than that, we felt very safe here. Also, there's a lot of like opportunity stuff here. So with an undeveloped beach like this with beautiful nature all around, you're gonna draw in every type of person, right? The good and the bad from all over the world. So, and you have a certain opportunities here with that lack of development, lack of resorts, there's lack of security, things like that. It's also not very well lit. So at night, all the lights are off. There's a lot of opportunity here for things to happen because it's just not as developed and it's wild and natural. So if you do get hurt or anything like that, there might not be help super close by. So you do have to keep a watch on yourself, on your surroundings and things like that, just like anywhere else. But personally, I'm so glad that places like this still exist in the world that aren't so regulated, where you can still come out and camp and sleep in a hammock on the beach and just have the time of your life exploring coves, having beaches all to yourself, enjoying nature like it was meant to be enjoyed without a bunch of red tape up and, you know, rules, regulations, hotels, resorts. It's awesome that places like this still exist in Mexico.
Cuando llegaste me miraste y me dijiste se la imagina. Si te preguntas, vos no me conocías, no. Tengo un coquete en el pantalón y vos estás tan fría como la nieve a mi alrededor. Y vos estás tan
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, we're gonna be living the simple life here on the Oaxaca coast.
Yep. Adios, amigos.
Adios.
Hasta luego.